Okay. So I was telling you that in this case, we have to read the whole passage, but now you see that where these questions come within a section. Now, how many sections are there? Can you tell me in reading test? There are three sections in
Three
reading test.
sections.
Three passages or three sections,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. What are the question numbering for section 1? Can you tell me?
13 to 14.
Yeah, you can say question number 1 to question number 13 or question number 14 will be in section 1.
Okay.
Question number 14 or question number 15 to question number 26 or question number 27 will be in section 2. Question number 27 or question number 28 to question number 40 will be in section 3. I hope you know this. So actually, one of these sections contain 14 questions and remaining 2 questions contain 13 questions. So 13 plus 13 plus 14 is equal to 40 questions in total.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So far, so good? Okay. Now, if you see, such type of questions generally comes towards the end of the section. Now, what are these questions? Question number 23 to 26. Question number 23 to 26 means this is end of section 2,
Yes, sir.
right? Abdurrahman, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So question number 23 to 26 would come towards end of section 2. That means
Okay.
there would be some questions from question number 14 to question number 22. For
Okay.
example, true false questions from question number 14 to question number 18, let's say. Sentence completion questions, question number 19 to question number 22. And then
Okay.
summary completion question from question number 23 to 26. Are you guys getting it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
100%?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to find the answers of these true false, 14 to 18, actually, you will have to go through paragraph A, B, and maybe paragraph C, because true false questions are in sequence. So you will, to attempt or to answer these questions, you would have read these 4 paragraphs. And to answer these 4 questions, you would have gone through these 3 paragraphs as well. So by the time you reach question number 23 to 26, you would already have read this whole passage.
Okay.
Okay, you understand that? All of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amjad?
Sir, can you please revise the last part which you have
Okay,
said?
I'm saying that, look, in section 2, there would be 3 set of questions, right?
Right.
The first set would be, let's say, we just assume as an example that question number 14 to question number 18 were true false
Right.
questions. True false, not given. And answer to these questions are in paragraph A, B, C, and D, let's say.
Right.
You will start section 2 and you will start finding these answers, answer to these questions. And for that, you automatically will read paragraph A, B, C, and D.
Right.
Then there would be other set of questions, let's say question number 19 to question number 22. and that is, let's say, sentence completion questions. Okay, and to answer these questions, you may read paragraph D, or I can say you may be made to read these two last paragraphs, paragraph E, F, okay, G and H, let's say. So now, once you will reach question number 23 to question number 26, this one here, you already have read all the paragraphs.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay, so by looking at the heading survey findings, you may, just have an idea that, well, there was some paragraph in which there was a discussion of survey.
Okay.
So you can very easily locate those two paragraphs by having a quick look, like it was D or maybe E. Oh yes, it was E.
Okay.
Amjad, you got it now?
Right. I got it.
Right. So when it is also very important that where a set of questions come in a particular section, like where does a set of questions come in a particular section? Is that set of questions, when I say set of questions, it means true, false, not given is a set of questions, like question number 14 to 18. 19 to 22, this is set of questions. 23 to 26, this is set of. So where does this set of questions is coming, or sorry, where does this set of questions come within one section? Is it in the beginning of the section? Is it in the end of, in the middle of the section? Or is it in the towards the end of the section? This is also very important. Like we have seen, let's say if I put these questions, question number 23 to 26, here in question number 14 to 18, you will get mad.
Yes.
Because you will read paragraph A, you will say, oh, there's no survey. Then you will read paragraph B, oh, there's no survey. You read paragraph C, no survey. D, no survey. And then you will read paragraph A. So obviously, by the time you will reach paragraph E, you would have, got mad. Isn't it?
Yes.
Very right.
Very right. So this is also an important aspect to understand, that where a set of question is coming in a section. Is it coming? Let me plug in my charger, not my charger, mobile. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. So now I hope you understand this point, all these 3 points.
Yes.
So now I'm going to the first slide just to sum up everything, and then I will, jump to a question paper, and then I will, try to give you some food for thought. And after that, from my side, Amjad should at least be able to attempt all the reading tests, I guess, so far, according to my assessment, right? Inshallah.
I'll try.
Okay. Now, I told you that in some kind of questions, you have to read the passage first, or then you have to read the question. And in some other type of question, you have to read the question first and then read the passage. And this thing, or this choice, depends on 3 things. First thing was category of questions. And in that, I told you there are some questions in sequence, some questions not in sequence, some questions exceptional or mixed type. And within this mixed type, I told you that majority will be in sequence, but only 1 or 2 questions can have 3 possible options.
Okay.
One is that luckily, they may also come in sequence, just like this one. The second option is that they may come in sequence, but there will be a big gap between, 1 or 2 questions. And the third thing is they may not come in sequence. So this is about category of questions. Second thing, I just told you relative position of question within a particular section. Like we just
Okay.
saw that summary completion question came in towards the end of section 2. We just saw it.
Mm. Yes.
So if that would have come in the beginning of section 2, it would have made us crazy.
Yes.
Agreed? Then we also saw that do you need to read the whole passage or part of the passage to find the answers? Trust me, my whole training course is on one side and this research work is on one side. Why? I will show you, because it gave me some very good techniques and some very good input, or you can say insight towards reading test.
Okay.
Before I move to the test, let me show you these 3 slides as well. This will help you, figuring out uh, what is your weakness. Based on my experience, teaching experience, there are 2 problems that the IELTS candidates they face in reading.
Okay.
One is poor apprehension, reading apprehension.
Okay.
They read, but they don't understand what is written.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually because of maybe no or little habit of reading, maybe because of these doctors and engineers. I have found them very weak in reading apprehension sometimes. Why?
Mm.
Because their whole focus is towards their professional studies. So
Okay.
they fail to adopt a reading habit apart from their academic requirements. So this
Okay.
thing, to improve this thing, uh, it requires time.
Okay.
And I have been trying to improve your reading apprehension by telling you that, look, how do I read? I divide the longer sentences into smaller parts and try to understand the meaning of each and every word, right?
Okay.
But this requires at least 2 to 3 months practice.
Okay.
Got it? The other issue that students face, that is time management. They always face a time pressure, and because of that, they rush and they fail to understand, or they fail to find the correct answers. Now this
Okay.
can be improved very easily by practicing maybe for a week or 10 days. You just have to practice some time management skills. That's it.
Okay.
Now, what is your weak area? How to check it?
Okay.
Just attempt any of the online available tests, 2 tests. Just attempt 1 test and then 2 tests. Okay, within
Okay.
1 hour. Like, let's say if you have completed only 33 questions in 1 hour, you just check your score. How many are correct out of these 33? Let's say 27 were correct. So your score was 27 out of 40 in test 1. Okay?
Okay.
Then you attempt another test, and in that, let's say your score was 28 or 29 out of 40. Okay? Now your average score is 28. Now, after this, you attempt another test, third test
Okay.
actually. But for this third test, don't put any 1 hour limit on that. If you require to read a passage 10 times, you read it. You want to
Yes.
attempt this test in 6 hours, you take 10 hours even.
Okay.
Okay? After getting as much time as possible, now check your score. Attempt all 40 questions and check your score. Now, let's say
Okay.
after taking that much long time, your score jumps only to 30, or let's say 29. What does it mean? Problem is with your reading apprehension. It's not because of time pressure.
Exactly.
Got it? So,
Yes.
but if your score has jumped from 28 to maybe 35, then it means your reading apprehension is reasonably good. You only have to focus on time management.
Okay.
So is this clear, Amjad and Sheel, especially to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, again, I have told you that nonetheless, you can learn certain techniques and tricks that can improve your score band from 0.5 to 1 band, even without improving your apprehension. And I hope by now you already have got some idea that these techniques sometimes help you, finding the correct answer even without getting a good understanding of the question, even without knowing the
Yes.
meaning of the text, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I'm going to attempt or show you one test. I want your involvement in it. Okay. This is very interesting. This should actually help you saving a lot of time, a lot of time.
Okay, sir.
Now this is reading passage 2. What I will do,
Okay.
I will just, I will not read the passage. First, I will go and I will see the type of question that is waiting for me.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going forward, and after the passage, these are the questions that are waiting for me. What are these questions? Please read it, Abdurrahman. Please read it. Question number, first one. Abdurrahman, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please read it.
Okay. And question 14 to 18. The
Mm-hmm.
text has 8 paragraphs, 8 to H. Which paragraph contains the following information?
Mm-hmm.
Write the correct letter A to H in box 14 to 18 on your answer sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And B, you must use any letter more than once.
Once. I'll talk about this thing in a while. But there are 8 paragraphs, A to H,
Mm,
and they have given us these 5 informations: 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay? And we have to match that which paragraph contains this information. Now you tell me, what do you think? Will it be in sequence or not in sequence?
Which one?
They will probably be in sequence.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Abdurrahman?
Is in sequence.
In sequence. What about you, Shakil?
Sequence, sir.
Okay, if you are saying me that everything is in sequence, so I don't need to read paragraphs, I'm just answering it. Paragraph A, paragraph B, paragraph C. Wow, my 5 questions are correct within 30 seconds. Clapping,
Yes.
Hmm,
right?
not much. Yes.
So that means logically this is wrong. This should not be in sequence.
Okay.
Amjad, got it now?
Sir, but the point I have mentioned is that you may use any letter more than once. So if
Okay.
there is a
Okay, so
probability,
you are telling me that only trick here is that A can be used here twice. That's it. Or B can be used here
yeah,
twice, right? But
yeah,
that,
right,
yeah, right. But that is not the only thing. Actually,
right.
these
I got it.
questions would be not in sequence.
Not
I
in
may
sequence.
expect A here, B here, and C here and D here. Right. So
Right.
what is the technique to attempt not in sequence question? Shall I read question number 14 first and then go back and read all 8 paragraphs to find that? Or I just need to read paragraph A first and then try to match which of these information are in paragraph A?
Second option.
Second option, I will read one paragraph at a time. Fine. So what I will do, I will read paragraph A. Okay. Now
Right.
here I want to, just to save our time, I'm telling you that this paragraph, actually I don't want to tell you everything because this I will give you this test, okay, towards the end of. So here, if you see this paragraph, I will just tell you 2 points about this paragraph, only points. It
Okay.
is saying that, uh, on airports, there were used to be, some markets, or you can say some duty-free shops type things. These shops help airports to generate incomes apart from, income they get from airplanes landing and taking off. They also generate revenue through these shops. But unfortunately, it says that this business revenue has gone down because of number of factors. And in these factors, he is saying that, well, new security procedures, this is one of the reasons. All of you who have, traveled to another country by air, you must be knowing that, if my flight is at 3 p.m., I would have to reach there by 11 a.m. maybe. Right? 11 or 12 a.m. Why? Because there are lengthy security procedures and it takes a lot of time. Previously, these security procedures were not very lengthy. So people, used to check in and then they would have got maybe 1 hour to just roam about on the airport and do shopping on those duty-free shops. But now, new security procedures that have had an impact on the dwell time of the passengers. That shopping time has been reduced. So because of that, no one is going to, do those duty-free shops. Are you getting it?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And other point that you must know, I'm just intentionally, I'm summing up only, focusing on two things. Second thing is, uh, many poor, because of the poor financial health of many airlines, or you can say budgeted airlines, their revenues has gone down. Airport revenues has gone down. Okay, these are the 2 points, and now I'm going back. This information I've just read paragraph A. This information is fresh in my mind, so I will ask you now. Evidence that a significant number of airports provide meeting facilities. Did we discuss or find anything about meeting facilities there?
No.
No.
No. So this is not in paragraph A. A statement regarding the fact that no further developments are possible in some areas of airport trade. So we didn't talk
No.
about further developments.
Yes.
Reference to low level of income that meeting facilities produce for airports. We discussed about low level of income, but we didn't talk about meeting facilities.
Yes.
Right.
A mention of the impact of budget airlines on the airport income. We talked
Yes.
this thing towards the end of paragraph A. Do you remember it? Poor financial health or poor budget of the airlines and so on,
Right.
right? So this is in paragraph A. So answer to question number 17 is A. I will just cross it out if I'm sure. Now, I found answer E here. I should go to paragraph B now, but this note is not allowing me to go back to paragraph B. If
Yes.
there is such note, that you may use any letter more than once. That means A can be used here for 18 as well,
Okay.
right? So for that reason, I have to check 18. Otherwise, if this note would not have been there, after finding paragraph A, I was, there was no need to read this option 18 at all.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now examples of airport premises that might be used for business purposes. Obviously, there's no such example in that. We didn't talk about any example.
Yes.
You know, I have found answer of question number E here. Now, I would, right now, idly speaking, I have to go back and read paragraph B. Okay,
Yes.
now, there are two things to consider at this point. How many paragraphs are there?
8,
E
8.
80.
And how many questions are here?
5.
5.
5.
So that means 3
Oh.
paragraphs are extra.
Yes.
What if I go back and read paragraph A, and when I come back, I check it, I try to match it with all these 5, and I find that B doesn't match with any of these. That
Okay.
means I have read paragraph B, but it was of no use. I have wasted my time in that. Isn't
Yes.
it right? This is one consideration you should think. Second consideration, this is section 2. And in section 2, right now we are focusing on question number 14 to 18. What about question number 19 to 24 maybe, or 23, and then 24 to 26?
Yeah.
These type of questions are those type of questions which are generally scattered throughout the paragraph, throughout the passage. Why?
Okay.
Because, my answers are scattered throughout these 8 paragraphs,
Okay.
right? But this time, opposite to that example that which we saw, such type of questions came towards the end of the,
Yes.
mm, section.
Like 24 to
And we were
26
very
or
happy that we have already read the whole paragraph or passage. And so, it is very easy to find the answer. But in this case, a question which require you to read all the paragraphs have come in the beginning.
Okay.
Got it? So what does it mean? It means that question number 19 to 22 may contain any question whose answer may lie in paragraph A.
Exactly.
Exactly? Right. Similarly, question number 23 to 26 may contain any question whose answer can be found in paragraph A.
Okay.
Right? So what do you think? Is it a good way of doing or attempting these questions? Like, first I read paragraph A and I found one answer, then I just jumped to paragraph B, okay, and I found that, oh, there's no question or no information that matches with B. Then I said, okay, now read paragraph C, then D, then E, and then read H, and answer only these 5 questions. And then after that, I move to the next set of questions, and to find the answer of those set of questions, I again start from paragraph A. Is it good way to read those paragraphs again and again? Is it a good way of doing the things? No,
not at all.
No, sir.
not at all. So what I will do now, this might be a new thing for you guys, and please try to practice this thing. This is going to save you a lot of time, trust me. So what you would do now, let me sum up. Read paragraph A in detail, okay?
Yes, sir.
Then find the answer here. Now you have found the answer to question number 17. Then move forward now. and check, is there any question in this set of question which contain, whose answer is there in paragraph A. Now read question number 19,
Okay.
please. The length of time passengers spend shopping at airports has been affected by updated what?
Security.
Security procedures. Remember that?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
So I have found one more answer from paragraph A.
Yes, sir.
I have read this paragraph A right now. The information is fresh in my mind. And right now, that information is not, mingled up or mixed with any other paragraph. So it is very
Yes,
easy
sir.
for me to figure out that information from within one paragraph that I have just read. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So it is also possible that answer to question number 20 may also be here in paragraph A.
Yes, sir.
So read, airports with a wide range of recreational facilities. Did we talk about anything about recreational facilities? No.
No, sir.
Everybody is alive?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
I said no.
No. Okay.
No, sir.
So we didn't talk about any. So that means answer to question number 20 is not in A. So what do you think if answer to question number 20 is not in A? Can we expect answer to question number 21 in A?
No.
No. Why?
Because there would be a sequence, I guess, now.
Yes, yes. These are sentence completion questions. And we know that sentence completion questions come in sequence. So if answer to question number 20 is not in A, it means its answer is in B or maybe C.
Yes.
So that automatically means that answer to question number 21 will come even after B. Sorry, answer to
Yes,
question
sir.
number 20, right? So I just checked question number 20 and I found that, well, there's no answer in paragraph A to question number 20. So I don't need to read question number 21 and 22 at all. I will just
Yes.
jump to the next set of questions, survey findings. And I know that there was no discussion of survey findings in paragraph A.
That's right.
So now you see, I have read paragraph A only once.
Okay.
Now that paragraph A is over from my side. That's it. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Right? Now, another beauty of this technique is that, let's say, after finishing with paragraph A, now I read paragraph B. Okay? And then I came here and I tried to find, okay, which of this information relates to paragraph B. And I found that there's no information, none of these questions matches with paragraph B.
Right.
Right? So, if I jump to paragraph C right now, it will be a wastage of time. Why I read
Yes.
paragraph B then? So a good thing would be that just jump to question number 20. See if there is any answer in paragraph B. And it is quite possible that we may find answer to paragraph B, question number 20 here in paragraph B. So now reading paragraph B was not useless because I found one answer from this now. Here.
Yes.
Getting it? Getting it, everyone?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so what I would do, I would check B. Just I checked A. Similarly, I would check, answer to question paragraph B, then C, then D, and so on, and I'll keep moving on. So in this case, by using this technique, I'm only reading one paragraph at a time, and I'm trying to find out all the answers from this in one go, and that's it. But
Yes.
here, when I say that read paragraph only once, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that, well, uh, once you found the answer of question number 17, you said yes, there was something here in paragraph A. In this case, you will just go back and check it quickly. That's it. So this will not be
Okay.
counted as second reading. This is just checking it, confirming it. Similarly, once you will go to question number 19, you would say there was something security procedure or something. So you will go back and you will just check it, the exact word and spelling. That's it. This is not reading the whole passage again or whole paragraph again,
Right.
right? So once we are done with paragraph A, now we are free to move to the next paragraph.
So,
What
sir,
have
is it only
yeah,
is it only applicable when not in text, not in sequence questions come fast?
actually
Or
yes, because let's say if now let me show you one more thing. Let's say question number 19 to 22, this set of questions is placed here. Like this question number 19 is actually question number 14. We know this is
Yes.
in sequence question. So what we would do, we would just read this question, we'll keep this native meaning in our mind, and we will start reading from paragraph A. That's it. And as soon as we'll find answer A, we'll move forward. Am I right?
yeah.
Right.
So this thing actually, what happens in all three sections, there's one such section, which contains this trick. And many of the students, they get stuck in that part. They waste a lot of time in that. Now
Yes.
just imagine reading paragraph A 3 times to find the answers for these three set of questions. First for this, then you read paragraph A, B, C, D, E, H. Then you again read paragraph A, B, C, D, H to find answer of this. Then you again read paragraph A, B, C, D, E, H to find answer of this. You are reading those paragraphs 3 times, and what will happen? You will try to read those 3 paragraphs in a very fast speed. And once you read very fast, you don't understand it.
Yes.
Right? So during your practice sessions, try to figure out how much time or you require to read one paragraph. Like maybe in the first go, you may go very slow, and then let's say after 1 hour, you found that okay, you missed many questions. Okay, so next time try
Yes.
to just improve your speed, and so on. So this will
Okay, sir.
help you and finding us. Now I'm moving forward. I want to show you one more example. Okay, enough for today. Enough about this thing right now. Okay, but I hope Amjad and Shakil, you must have understood
Yes,
it
sir.
100%. And
Yes.
I will come back to this technique again towards the end of our reading lessons. Right?
Right, sir.
Okay.
Right, sir.
Now coming back to our regular lessons, notes completion questions. In notes completion question, I talked about the information may not be presented in the same order as information in the. This was the line that took me to that lecture. Now I hope you,
Yes.
you are clear what is in order and not in order
Yes.
and blah, blah. So
Yes, sir.
use the headings in the notes to help you find out the information in the passage. Okay, we'll talk on this in a while. I'll show you one example.
Okay, sir.
Now, if you see, there's one heading for whole question, and then there are subheadings. These subheadings actually help you find out where your answer may contain or may be present, right?
Yes, sir.
Like background, I have to check. Just have a look on this. What was the location? This is the same paragraph. Blombo